Have you ever wondered how to turn your knowledge into cash? Well, today I'm going to be sharing you 6 ways to get paid for what you know. So grab a pen and a paper and stay tuned because the tips are coming your way in just a moment. Hi everybody, and if you're new here, my name is Faishala. I am an entrepreneur as well as a business coach, and on this channel, we talk about marketing, money, and making it happen. So do me a favor, if any of those things seem like they'd be helpful for you and your business, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. I need your likes and your subscribes, guys. I have a whole goal of getting a certain number of likes per video and getting 1,000 subscribers, so doing that helps me so much in exchange for this information, all right? Now, today, we are in part 3 of a series that's all about multiple streams of income that anyone can have. So today we're talking about money and we're diving into the 3rd stream of income that anyone can have and anyone can set up in their life and in their business. Now, in case you missed parts 1 and parts 2, I'm going to link above to the card so you can watch the entire playlist of all of the tips where I dive into the 1st stream of income and 2nd stream of income that anyone can have and how to organize your life to make room for all of that, right? But for today, I'm not going to repeat what I said in those videos, but I'm going to hop right into income stream number 3, which is all about getting paid for what you know. Okay guys, so I'm really passionate about teaching about these 3 income streams because I'm really showing you the exact streams of income that I have in my own life and which affords me the opportunity to do multiple things, right? Like, I really don't believe that we were put on this earth just to pay bills and die, all right? I believe in thriving. I believe in, just using all of your skills. With these 3 income streams, I'm able to do a lot of things in my life. It affords me the ability to travel, the finances so that I can travel and explore the world. It affords me the ability to be able to pay my bills, right? Pay off all of my bills. And not just to pay my bills, but to be able to really pay down my home really quickly, right? Like, I don't want to be paying a mortgage for 30 years. I don't want to pay a mortgage for 15 years. And so the ability to have all these streams of income is really helping me to pay down my debt super fast so that I can be 100% debt free soon, which is my personal goal. So I believe that if I can do it, then you can do it too. And that's why I'm really passionate about teaching these streams, all right? So I've already shared 1 and 2 in parts 1 and 2 of this series, but today we're going to talk about how to get paid for what you know. Now, number 1, if you have an idea of something that you'd like to teach, let's say you want to teach people how to homeschool other people, or let's say you want to teach about marketing, a great starting place is to create a course on a website called udemy.com, udemy.com. Now, I created a course on that website about 4 years ago about marketing, and specifically marketing for wedding professionals. And since then, hundreds of people have taken my course, and I literally get a check every single month for something that I did 4 years ago, right? For a specific course and a specific class. So all you really need is the ability to record your screen, show people what you're doing behind the scenes. You need the ability to speak on camera and teach people things. And once you have those 2 things, you can create your courses, upload them to udemy.com, and they basically pay you for anyone who takes the course off the site. Now, you of course can market the course. When I first released it, I marketed the course a little bit, but I've since stopped, and instead people just go to Udemy to learn all kinds of things. Like, there's so much that you can learn on Udemy. You can learn how to code, you can learn how to make things, how to market, how to start a business. There's so many courses, and there are people who are searching for what I taught. They find it, they take the course, and I get paid for it, right? Now, I will say Udemy occasionally does discounts and does sales and different things like that. So I may not always get paid full price for it, but that's part of what you bargain for, but for using someone else's platform. And using someone else's platform allows me to really not have to do anything. I haven't touched the course probably in at least a year. I've made some updates, but haven't made too many updates. And I just get I get an email every month letting me know this is how much I made from the course, right? But a really easy way to get started is just to build a course and put it on udemy.com. So I would definitely highly recommend that. And of course, I'll link the link to Udemy in the description, as I always do, for you to use once this is over. Now, tip number 2 that I have for you to get paid for what you know is coaching. Now, coaching means that you're helping people through solving a specific problem, right? So for instance, I offer coaching. I coach people through starting businesses all the time. I coach people through creating marketing plans and just figuring out, just getting into the flow of really running their businesses, right? A lot of times you have lots of questions. You read blogs, but they're kind of all over the place. One blog says do this, another blog says don't do that. And the thing about coaching is that it allows you to work one-on-one with people. Or in a group, there's a such thing, there are group coaching courses out there, but coaching allows you to really hear a person's scenario and give them advice that's specific to their scenario, which is different from just learning, getting information, right? So coaching is great if you like talking to people, if you want to hear their specific scenarios and speak specifically into, solutions into their life. And you generally can charge a little bit more for coaching than for courses anyway, because again, it's so specific to that person that it does have a little bit more value. So coaching is another thing that you can consider. Definitely, an easy way to set it up is to have a PayPal button on your website where people can click and purchase your coaching services and consult with you. So that's definitely another option to teach what you know to other people. All right, so we're already on tip number 3. And tip number 3 is tutoring. Now, I know that some of you may be like, man, I don't really have anything that I can teach other adults, or I don't really know anything that I can teach, other business owners. And that's fine. That doesn't mean that you can't make money. Like, tutoring is huge. If you're good at math, if you're good at calculus, especially if you're good at physics, if you're good at art, whatever it is, you can become a tutor. And because there are lots of parents who need help, with teaching their kids through things that they might be struggling with. And, this is something that I think is amazing, because not only are you tutoring someone and, helping them through their classes, like a lot of times tutoring and just that hands-on help really affects that child for the rest of their lives, right? Like, I can think to myself, my tutor was my father, but there was definitely a point where I thought I was so bad at math. But one summer, my dad took me to work with him, and, he really taught me a lot. He, taught me ahead of where we were in class, just through the textbook. And after that, I realized, like, I can actually be good at math, but I just needed a period of someone helping me, right, through that, so that I could see that, oh wow, there's patterns, there's things I can pick up, and I can be good at this. So tutoring, not only can it pay you money, and it can pay you the big bucks, because of course people are very passionate about their children, right? They want their children to do well. They want their children to pass the SATs. You can tutor in SAT prep, you can tutor in specific courses, whatever it is that no matter how small it is or niche you think it is, there are people who need help in that. So not only do you make money, because people are willing to pay, if you're good, they're going to be willing to pay for their child, but you're really affecting this person for the rest of their life, and in their formative years. So that's definitely a big one that I would put out there. No matter what it is that you were good at in school, if you're still good at it now, that's a big one that you definitely want to look into. Okay guys, we're off to number 4, and similarly to tutoring, you can become an adjunct professor. So an adjunct professor, if you don't know what that means, is someone who is in the field, right? Like, you're working in a specific field. Most professors are, work professionally in academia, so they are not actually practicing in a specific field. But adjunct professors are people who practice in the field and they teach part-time. And the thing about adjunct professors is that they are so important, because it's important to learn from people who are doing what you want to do. When I was at New York University and I was studying in my meeting, conference, and event management certificate, all of my teachers were adjunct professors. All of them have done amazing things. One of my teachers built stages and designed things for MTV. Another one of my teachers did the Urban League conference every single year. So these are people who are in the field, and they can speak specifically to scenarios that I might encounter as an event planner. So I would just say that adjunct professors are really important. Again, you're affecting people's lives, but they're needed. Schools really need them for a lot of different courses. So that's something that you can do. And again, because you're an adjunct, it's something that is expected of you on a part-time basis. So, it's not like you have to spend 40 hours a week on being a professor. It's something that you can do in addition to whatever else you have going on. So that's something that I would definitely consider for anyone who loves to teach and, who you want to teach, whatever it is you want to teach at a college or university, all right? Now, the 5th way that I would recommend using what you know to make money is hosting a masterclass. And the thing about masterclasses is that they are time sensitive. There are people who will host a masterclass maybe twice a year or maybe 4 times a year, right? And they're time sensitive. So when you tell people okay, you can join my masterclass, but it's gonna, it's only gonna be available, you can only register for the next week, and the next one isn't gonna be for 6 months, that in and of itself kind of pushes people into wanting to hop into your masterclass and learn whatever it is that you're teaching. I know a few photographers who have master classes where they teach about pricing, posing, and editing. And so it may be a 6-week master class or a 12-week master class, and they only host it a couple of times a year. And they just put it out there to their communities and people join. And that's another great option because you can host the master classes during your slow periods, right? There was a time that I had a master class for wedding planners, and I held it in the fall because that was my slow period. I held it right after I had a big wave of weddings, and so it was a slower period for me. I knew it was a slower period for other people as well, and so it was a great time to have them focus on the masterclass and on what I was teaching. And last but not least, another way to make money from what you know is to create a book or an ebook. Now, an ebook is probably the easiest way to go about it because you don't have to go through printing and all of that, but creating a book or an ebook is a great way to make money from what you know. You can sell the book from your website, and of course you can also sell it from Amazon. So books are great because books are like, books never die, right? Someone can buy your book today or they can buy it in 10 years from now. And books also have a tendency to be your business card, right? Like once you become an author, then people are like, oh wow, you're an expert in this field. So creating a book, and again, ebooks can be quite short. Ebooks can be 30 pages, right? Ebooks can be nice and small, nice and petite, and that's something that you can put out there to show the world what you know, and to make a little bit of money as you're selling the book. And it's something that can be permanently on your website for people to buy anytime that they come to your website. So that's a great third stream of income, and it's a very passive way to make income over time. Okay guys, so we went over 6 ways to make money based off of what you know. And I have a question for you, and I need you to answer in the comments because I will be helping you. I'll be giving you free tips in the comments for any tips that you put out there, right? So the question of the day is, what can you teach? Can you teach sewing? Is it knitting? Is it how to mow a lawn? Is it whatever it is? Let me know what it is that you know that you can teach. Let me know in the comments, and I'll give you a couple of recommendations of which of these methods would probably fit a little bit best for you, right? So leave those in the comments. I love comments. I reply to every single one because I'm here to help you, right? Comments are for coaching. So leave the comments and I will coach you through it, all right? Now, that said, this is part 3 in the series, and as usual, I always post at least one new video every week, so I want to make sure you're part of this community and that you see it. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I need your subscribes, guys. I've recently hit over 100 subscribers, which everyone says is the hardest. Your first 100 is the hardest, but I've hit that, and guys, I'm really reaching for my next goal of 1,000 subscribers, so I really need your help. Just subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means everything to me. So make sure you subscribe and also like this video. Let people know that it was helpful for you, all right? So thanks for watching till the end. There'll be more video suggestions popping up on the screen, and I want to make sure that you get as much info as you need. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video, all right? I've got more coming your way, and see you in the next video.